Hey, I'm Aledort. In this edition of In Deep, I'd like to talk about jamming over a typical blues kind of a form that people play when you go out to an open jam night. It's a good thing to be prepared when you go to one of these jams with a certain tune in mind, so you can get up there and say, hey, let's play this groove. And this is a nice groove, something really easy to get into. It's in the style of the classic blues, Born Under a Bad Sign, and I'm going to show you some soloing ideas and rhythm ideas for playing over this type of track. This vamp sits on C sharp, and I'm playing C sharp 7. It's just a dominant kind of a vamp. Here's my little C sharp 7 chord, but I actually don't use the D string. I like to just hear the 5th string, 3rd string, and 1st string, which we call a spread voicing, because it just jumps out more, and especially if you have a distorted tone, you don't need additional notes in the chord. So the single note riff that is part of it is based on C sharp minor pentatonic. If I were to play it starting with the open low E string, C sharp minor pentatonic would be here. And then if we keep going, one of the nice things about playing in the key of C sharp, and a reason why Jimi Hendrix liked it so much and used it on songs like Freedom and Spanish Castle Magic, is the lowest note on the guitar is the minor 3rd. So a heavy note, intervallically, is also the heaviest note on the guitar. Two Rolling Stone, Robin Trower also, you hear that. Very similar kind of a deal there. So this rhythm part, that's the figure. So this rhythm part, I hit the root note first, then I hit the chord twice, then I walk up from F sharp. Then the second half of the lick, the bass line, the low notes, it's a little different. Like that. So the first one is, second one is, for a little variation. So I ended the figure just with a single note riff, which is a fine thing to do if you're in the middle of playing a rhythm part, to throw a little single note riff in there at the end of a 4 or 8 bar section, just to help delineate the sections of the song. The solo is based on C sharp minor pentatonic, and I'm starting with high notes. This is very much Albert King style. So one of the ideas is to hit the strings hard, but also play very distinct melodies. One of the things when you listen to Albert is it's easy to sort of overlook how perfect his melodies are when he plays, because it just sounds inspired. It sounds like someone singing, which is the best thing that you could aspire to when you're soloing. So that's a nice thing to do, to bend the fourth to the fifth, and then bend the major third to the fourth, and then keep going. Albert would do all of his bends from the minor third. Stevie Ray Vaughan is a guitar player who then took something that would be like and moved it over here. And notice that I'm finger picking on the high E string, but using the pick on the B string. It's nice to get a little difference in articulation and timbre in that way. And then I went. So repeatedly going back and forth from a whole step bend on the fourth, that's released, to a half step bend on the major third. And then I work my way back down. To the lower part. And that lick right there is something you hear Stevie Ray Vaughan do all the time, that he appropriated from Albert. And then in the second half of the solo, I decided to kick things off by changing the rhythm into these just straight eighth note triplets. So over the 1, 2, ba 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 ba. And then it creates a nice contrast to things that are based on straight 16th notes. And when you're in this position, that's sort of a Johnny Winter kind of thing. To do that hammer. You know, the whole idea is to just roll around it, you know, have it sound musical and unpredictable, rhythmically and melodically, and then I worked my way back up here. An interesting thing is on Strange Brew, Clapton pretty much plays Albert King's Born Under a Bad Sign solo note for note. So be sure to listen to both of those, as well as listen to Stevie Ray Vaughan to see how you can bring these sounds and these types of licks into your solos.